There's this painting by Salvador Dali. I went in Google and I typed Dali face painting, and it was the first one that came up. I don't know what it's called. I tried to find the name, I couldn't find it. But basically, there's a face, and this guy's fingers are going like this. Half the face is manicured, it looks good. The other half is grotesque. It's disgusting. The lips are like drooping down to here, and like strange weird curls. The ear is deformed. The skin in this really strange way wrinkles up and inwards on this half of the face, and this half of the face it's normal. It's good looking, actually. I used to think that that meant the what people show on the outside versus what is going on the inside, the internal torment. But now I think, I mean, I was going to talk about that, but I looked at the photo right before I filmed this video, and I see now that, I think that's something I didn't notice before, that the guy's hands, like this, he's pushing into his face. Perhaps it's his hand pushing into his face that makes him look like that. And what do I mean? Perhaps his continual manipulation of himself. Manipulation, like manos, Spanish name for hand. Manual, like hand, manual labor, right? Manipulate, using your hands to change something, right? He's manipulating his face, he's manipulating himself. And as a result, he's becoming completely distorted and grotesque. Whereas on the other hand, on the other half of his face, the untouched part, he's perfect. They say, you don't know what type of struggle someone's going through, even if someone's like rich and beautiful and they have everything and whatever, right? And it's true. Some people can't mask it, and they just blatantly look very unhappy, but a lot of other people, they're going through so much negative things, and you just wouldn't know. Just by looking at it, you wouldn't know. But perhaps it's the manipulation that does it. Whereas they may look very good on the surface. Maybe their insides don't match that. Their insides are more like this side of the face, falling apart. Why? I don't know. And you can see its reflection in their actions. When somebody commits an act of violence, unless there's some legitimate need for it, like whether it's self-defense or something, very rare cases, violence actually needed. That means they're feeling some horrific things on the inside, and they can't calm it, they can't quell it. They feel an ugliness. And ultimately, this is the this is the great irony of it. It's sad, but it's true. It comes from a self-hatred. It comes from hating themselves. Anytime you see somebody acting these malignant ways, it comes from a self-hatred. You think, oh, they hate the other person. Well, yeah, but it starts from hating themselves. Someone who's completely loving, someone like Jesus, right? He's not capable of doing vicious acts. Maybe technically capable, right? But in any realistic sense, not capable, because the internal impulse to do so is just not there. The internal impulse that would make somebody act with malevolence versus compassion, or with hate versus love, or hate versus nobility. It's just not there when on the inside you're feeling you know, nobility, when you're feeling love. But no matter how beautiful someone's face is on the outside, there's a very strong chance that, it's actually almost guaranteed, that there's some element of this thing going on the inside. Some internal bleeding, figuratively speaking, psychologically, spiritually speaking. And from there spawns the outflows. From there spawns the deeper vanities. From there spawns lack of peace with others, lack of peace with their own life. From there spawns perpetual, like, if you take that side of the face, this side, look at the painting, if you can find it. I mean, I just typed in Dali face painting, right? If you take that face and you make the grotesque wrinkles a little sweeter, you make the lips, like, you try to patch them back up, you make the ear not, flowing off into the distance where it should be contained. It's not gonna look good. It won't look natural. It won't be beautiful like the natural side of the face. It'll be a patch-up job at best. The point therein is that when you have this lens, whatever the lens may be, you'll see everything through that lens. If I have rose-colored glasses, literally, not even figuratively speaking, literally, there's glasses that I have that are rose-colored, everything that I see then, if I see something that's white, I'm not actually seeing white. I'm seeing a lighter shade of rose. If I see something that's black, it's not black. It's a darker shade of rose, because everything is actually rose. Something blue, a bluish hue of rose. Literally, it's all rose, and then just different shades of it. That's what happens when you have a lens. Everything is colored through the lens. Everything. Everything. So when you have the grotesqueness, that this outlook, this self-torment, this self-hatred, you can't fix it from the standpoint of the hatred. Martin Luther King said, hate can't drive out hate. Only love can do that. So you might fix one problem that appears in this hateful lens, but then another problem occurs because the lens is hate. Hate is only one thing. There are many other things too. There's, just whatever these internal tormenting things are. There's no way you can look at this side of that face and think it looks good, no matter how you try to doctor it. But the other side of the face is beautiful. It's natural. It wasn't manipulated. Therein lies the beauty. It's truthful. It's beautiful. You see that side of the face is pleasing. Naturally, already. The lens is right. The lens is unencumbered. The lens shows the truth. Both these sides exist within each person. Which way do we go with them? Which lens do we take? Or rather, can we get rid of lenses and see the truth? The beautiful truth.